Welcome to the Hilton Head Livin Podcast. I am your host, O.T. Gibbons. Our mission with all of our content is to make sure you get the most out of your time in Hilton Head. All the best places to go, all the biggest events going on, everything you need to know. Get the most out of your time on the island. I'm joined as always by the star of our content, my beautiful wife and co-host, Jessica Gibbons. How you doing, Jess?
Hi.
All right, on this week's episode of the podcast, we're going to be talking about things to do this weekend in Hilton Head. We're going to be talking about our favorite new thing that we tried last week. And as always, we're going to answer the people. So with that, Jess, why don't you tell everybody what's going on this weekend?
So the event that we've been talking about for the past couple months is finally here, the Spartina 449 warehouse sale. And go see if you can still get tickets for Friday the 12th and Saturday the 13th. It's only $5, and the proceeds go to local charities, so for a good cause. And we have the link in our bio, or you can go to their website. They have it there too.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of exclusive products there. I know that they have promised that if the exclusive products that are there on Friday, if they sell out, they are going to refill those. So if you buy tickets for Saturday, you don't have to worry about that. Seems like they're going to have, we know about one exclusive item, but there's going to be a bunch of other exclusive items there. Sales up to 80% off.
Yeah, 80% off. And we know some exclusive are really cool beach chairs that will be on really good price. I think they would said from 90 to like 56.
Yeah.
So that's $50 is actually a really good price for any beach chair. They're expensive. So they're really pretty, and they have these beach bags and towels all in the same collection. That's what we know of. So you have to go to the sale to see what else there is.
And you and my mom are going, right?
Yeah, so excited. It's both of our first times. And so we're very excited for it. However, if tickets are sold out, you can still go on Sunday. There's no tickets required. It's open to the public. So you can still get stuff. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, everything's going to be sold out. There are 10 semi-truckloads of stuff that they're going to have at this sale. I don't think they can sell all that out in 2 days. And they don't want to take anything home. So on Sunday, they have major sales. You have to go to see exactly what it is, but they said it's ridiculous. Everything's up to 80% off. And to get better than that, that's crazy. So something might not be in like a color you would normally get, but their material, and it's so good. So I would go for a color that maybe I wouldn't normally get. So you should still go on Sunday if you can't get tickets.
And this is the only place that you can get these items for this price. This is it. You go there, this is where they're going to be on sale. You're not going to be able to get this price again. So it really is exclusive to this, and it sounds amazing, and I'm really excited to hear about it.
Yeah, and it's at the Hilton Head High School too. So it's on the island. All right, so on Thursday, there's a couple things going on. Old Town Bluffton is having a summer cool down event. So it's basically shopping and ice cream. All the stores will be open, and Leopold's and Palmetto Pops will be there. So Leopold's will be in the promenade, and Pops will be at Marsh on the May. And it is from 3 to 6 p.m. Sounds like a fun little get out, go shopping. I love the shops in Old Town Bluffton. There are great boutiques and shops there. Also on the 11th is Party in the Park at Low Country Celebration Park. The Southern Heat Band will be playing this time. It's from 6 to 8:30. Bring your own lawn chairs. We've been talking about Party in the Park all summer long, so here's your chance to go. Lastly, on the 11th is movie night in Shelter Cove Park, and the movie will be Back to the Future Part 3. Do you know what's going on in 3 if you haven't seen 1 and 2? I forget. I haven't seen them in so long.
I'm trying to remember which one is Back to the Future 3.
Is that when they make the bets?
I honestly don't. I don't remember. I mean,
Well, one is when he sees his mom when she's
Yeah.
younger.
I don't remember if one's the one where Biff has the magazine with the bets or not. I don't remember.
Well,
Uh,
so go see it and see which
they're
one.
great movies. They're amazing. So, I mean, kids will enjoy it. But yeah, a little weird to start with 3.
I don't know. So that's at 8:30, and bring down your own lawn chairs or snacks or blankets or whatever you need to enjoy the movie. On the 12th, the 68th annual Beaufort Water Festival begins. There is so much stuff going on. There's art markets, there's live music, there's sporting events, there's boat shows, and it goes on until the 21st. So they have the exact lineup of every day, every night on their website. So go check that out. It looks really cool, and it's right on the water park in Beaufort. On the 14th, Move Fitness is having their monthly Sunset Beach Yoga. It's from 7:30 to 8:30 at Fish Hall Beach. So bring your own towel and sunscreen and bug spray and have a good time. Lastly, on the 17th, the Outside Foundation is hosting their Keep the Broad Creek Clean Water Festival from 3 to 5 p.m. And it's basically a litter cleanup of the creek. They have some kayak rentals, so call them to reserve one. You can also go out on your boat to pick up litter. You can walk along the shore, bike along the shore, just to help clean stuff up, and you'll get some great information and meet some great people.
All right, so going back to last week, what was your favorite new thing that you tried?
We didn't do too much. I have one thing, but Colt had his surgery, his ACL surgery on the 3rd. So 4th of July, we did nothing.
You can't see it, but behind these cameras, our house looks like a literal bomb went off. It has never been such a mess. We had to turn our whole living room into a gated bedroom for Colts, so the other 2 dogs can't get to him. And then I've been sleeping out here with him. I think the first night I got a total of 60 minutes of sleep. I've really been in a great mood. It's been 4 days? I don't even know.
It's been the longest week. It's a holiday week, so the island has just been super crowded, and I don't even know what day it's been. Friday in the morning, I thought it was Saturday, and then in the afternoon, I thought it was Sunday. Sunday, I thought it was Monday.
It hasn't even been a week yet.
I know. It's been the longest week, I think.
It's brutal. It's been really long. And then last night I'm out here. I have to vent for a second. Last night I'm out here. I give him his meds. They're supposed to knock him out. Of course they don't. He's up all night long. I'm looking at him, checking, make sure instead of having the cone on him because it's so embarrassing for him, we put a sleeve on him. And sometimes when he moves around a lot and wrestles around a lot, it falls down his leg. So last night, finally at 2:30 in the morning, he kind of lays still for a little while and I fall asleep. Lo and behold, I wake up at 4 a.m. or 4:30 in the morning, realizing I just fallen asleep for 2 hours. God forgive me. But I look over and somehow he's made his way halfway across the room. The sleeve's down around his ankle. I have no idea how he got there. There's no way, in my mind, he didn't hurt himself somehow. And I'm freaking out. Wake poor Jess up at 4:45, 4:30 in the morning. Losing my mind because I'm afraid he just destroyed his knee again. So I don't know. It's been a very long...
Poor me, poor you. You definitely haven't gotten as much sleep. So we put the cone on him at 4:30 in the morning, and his leg looks fine because I think it would be red and swollen, and it looks fine.
He must have hopped over there somehow or something, but it's just been he's always you just got to put the cone on him, and he's embarrassed by it, and it makes him feel he's growling at people. He's not, nobody's in. It's been a rough 5 days. We're very excited to get it's still 9 days away, but to get the stitches out.
Yes. So.
And all the other 2 dogs want to do is go greet him. That's it. That's all they want to do. So we're playing keep away, and all he wants to do is play with them. So
yeah, so that's
been our week. That's what we did last. I other than to go work out for like an hour and a half each day or an hour or whatever, I have not left the house in a week.
I barely left, and I went to a new restaurant for lunch called Casablanca's. A friend of mine, we've had it on the schedule for like a month, so she was kind enough to let me go. And it's a Mediterranean restaurant. It really reminded me from up north. There's a restaurant, Moby Dick.
My mom went yesterday, actually. Said she loved it.
Yeah, she asked me what the name of it was. So great. I got a kebab wrap. It's a great place, like I said, for lunch. Quick, easy. It's a small place. They have a nice little outdoor area. It was too hot for us to sit outside. But it's near the Sea Pine Circle. It's in a little shopping center behind the Panera Bread, which I had never been to before. It's in the back of the corner. And it was really good. And then I brought home OT some kebabs too. And he's pretty picky. You liked it though, right?
No, I loved it. They were delicious. It was really, really good.
So that will definitely be put into our rotation. I wish it was a little closer to us, but that'll be definitely good for just picking up and bringing home for a quick lunch or dinner. And it was really good. So I recommend it.
And I have nothing to add. I just need some sleep. Okay, so as always, we're going to answer the people. And the question we've been getting most often lately is where to park at the beach bars for Hilton Head Island, because some of them are a little bit tricky and it's not that easy to find, as we figured out when we did our little experiment to go check them all out. So yeah, we're going to talk about where to park for these beach bars.
Because I just posted 2 videos on beach bars. So a lot of people have asked how to get there or where to park. We do have a YouTube video of when we went on a little beach bar crawl that I put together. Most of them are on there. There was one that was closed before we got there. Another one, we had trouble. We didn't know where to park. So it took a couple times to realize how to do it. So we'll share that with you. So I'm going to start north to south. So starting with Jamaica Joe's, that's the one I went to most recently. So it is in the Hilton Head Tennis Resort. You do have to pay $5 per person in cash to get into the gate. However, you park basically right by the gate and it's a short walk to the beach. They'll show you exactly where to park. However, when I went, I was told you get reimbursed the $5, but then the manager of Jamaica Joe's said you don't anymore. So I don't know. It seemed like the parking attendant still made it seem like they do. So that you're kind of on your own. Maybe make it a beach trip to think of it as beach parking. And then next there's the Sea Salts Beverage Company, which is on our YouTube video. It's the first one. That is at the Marriott Surf Watch, which, again, you park basically right at the gates, and you can get a little shuttle to it. It's a little bit of a walk, but you can get a shuttle there. We ended up getting the shuttle back because we didn't know of it going there. And again, the parking attendant, super nice. They'll tell you where to go. That one with walking, we got a little confused, but...
Yeah, it's a couple 100 yards, and it's a great view. It's a nice spot. It really is. But yeah, it's, I don't know, like, a couple 100 yards to walk.
Yeah. And your dad has a little bit of trouble walking right now, and he managed to walk to all these, so it wasn't that bad. Next, moving on to Coco's, which this one we had an issue with on our beach crawl. So if you put it in Google Maps.
We had an issue with it twice. We tried to walk there too.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you put it in Google Maps, it brings you right to it, but it's on like a little residential street and you get to a gate. There is no parking on this street. You can't get in through the gate. You can reach it, but nowhere to park or how to get there.
And there's no access to the bar. It's not like you could park illegally on the street, and even like you have to scale like a 8 foot high fence
that has a camera on it too.
Yeah.
So the second time, just OT and I went, we parked at the Chaplin Park beach area. And then we walked down the beach, which it was high tide. So the tide was coming all the way up and into a lagoon, and there are rocks on the other side, and we couldn't pass. Again, we could see it.
It was like a river. It wasn't even like...
And it was like waist deep, too.
Yeah, we're like, what? Okay. I give up. I had given up at this point. I was never going to be able to make it there, and then just tried again.
Third time's the charm. So we went in through the front of the Hilton Head Resort. So this is just Hilton Head Resort. Jamaica Joe's is at the tennis resort. That one's near Folly Beach, too. So, again, $5 fee per person in cash at the gate. However, you do get reimbursed at Coco's. They take it off of your bill. But again, you need cash, and you park right by the gate, walk down a little bit. They have a shuttle for partway. Like, there's this long boardwalk, and you can take the shuttle down that way. So, finally, like I said, third time was the charm. Next, we went to pool bar gyms, which all locals absolutely love here, which the first time we went, we got a little confused.
You will think you're lost when you're walking there. It's actually one of the weirdest, a lot of bars in my life, one of the weirder entrances to a bar. Like, you have to walk underneath of this building, basically. Like, through their parking structure, underneath the building, underneath the...
I think it's Seacrest, I want to say, is the resort.
Yeah, and you walk underneath of it. There are signs. If you pay attention, there actually are like little signs. There's even some pool bar gyms parking right there in the little parking lot. But you will think you're lost.
But the parking attendants, again, are super nice and helpful. When we were first time, we were just walking. And it's across the street from Coligny Plaza, too. We were just walking down, obviously very confused about where we're going. And the parking attendants were like, oh, you're looking for pool bar gyms? We're like, yes. We're like, it's through the garage. Just walk through the garage. We're like, okay. And the second time with driving, they're like, you're looking for parking? We're like, yes. And they're like, there's a couple spots that are right there. So they're super helpful, which is really nice. Mm-hmm. Then there's Tiki Hut, which is just a little bit down from pool bar gyms. It's basically at the entrance of the Coligny Beach. And it's part of the beach house, too.
And I would say the easiest place to park for that is the Coligny parking lot.
Yes.
That's probably the easiest way.
Yes.
And then if you had somebody that was DDing, I've pulled into that parking lot before to pick them all up. Like, we went there with 7 or 8 people. And so I went and got the car, brought it into their lot, picked them up and left. So you can do that. I don't know actually about how it would work with the new one.
It's the same thing. So it's at the Coligny Beach entrance. It's like a little circle, half circle. And it's specifically for dropping people off or picking people up. They have the little trolley free trolley too, that you can see driving around that will bring you to your car if you're parked far away too. And that one's newly renovated too. So it looks really nice.
Yeah, the brand new Tiki Hut. I haven't been. I know you've gone to check it out.
Yeah, they did a good job. And the beach house also did a good job they now have a little private pavilion that I just went to. One of my friend's husbands surprised her for her birthday. And so it was a really cool little pavilion off to the side. The porch, which is the restaurant at the beach house, they did the catering for it. They have a little bar area. You're right on the beach. You get a great breeze and it's shaded. So highly recommend that if you're looking for a place for an event. And lastly, we have Loggerheads Tavern, which is just down south a little bit from the Tiki Hut from Coligny. So this one, it's technically at the Marriott Ocean Grand.
Yes.
But the parking for it, the public beach parking, is right on the other side of South Forest Drive, and it's at the First Baptist Church.
Don't try to park at Coligny and walk there. It will be way too far.
Yeah.
It's way too far. But yeah, it's literally it looks like you're pulling into a church parking lot, but there are meters. There are meters there. We've parked there a bunch of times. Never really had an issue. There's always been some meter spots there, but do not try to walk from Clayton.
And if we pulled into the gate at the Marriott, again, parking attendants, super nice. They told us where to go. So if you're not sure, just pull into the gate at the Marriott and they'll show you where to go. And then there's a path that crosses over South Forest Drive and a path that goes straight down to the beach, and Loggerhead Tavern's right there.
The YouTube video is really helpful.
It is.
You should go watch it because everything we're saying is exactly what we do in the video. So definitely go check that out.
And it was our first time going to all these too. So that's, like I said, we trial by error and we can bring it to you guys.